Okay, so this is the start of Descendia. So from yesterday's video, I've noticed I was curious that maybe I was messing up on something, and I completely realized what I was messing up on. Um, it indicated within the quest that you could start from navigation, but I had no idea there were now two navigation buttons. So yeah, there's now two navigation buttons. So basically, you could say it's just one navigation button, the one that says navigation, but it's more like two navigation buttons now. So there's the dark refractory navigation button, and then there's the regular navigation button for the solar rails, or there's the solar map, or the origin system. So to start Descendia, you have to first complete the main quest, which is the OPs. But before you could complete the OPs, you have to finish Lotus Eaters and you have to finish the Hex. Because Lotus Eaters and the Hex are part of a combined thing in association with the OPs. Well, mainly because Entradi, the story of where Entradi went was to various different worlds. And because the various different worlds turn out to be one of the worlds in the OPs turn out to be one of the places he went to. It's an expansion of that story from the Hex. I feel like it's more like because this came out first, it's the reason why you must play this before this. It doesn't feel they don't really feel like they're connected, but Lotus Eater seems like it's more connected because it's first introduced him and where he goes to in 1999, and then it fleshes out it more here in the Hex, which you get to learn how to do more thing with regards to the system of the Hex. But it feels like you don't really need to finish the Hex. It feels more like you really need to finish the Lotus Eaters and then go straight to OPs. But you must finish both of them in order to access the OPs. And once the OPs is done, then you have access to the Dark Refractory. Because what you'll do, they'll give you in your inbox items that you got from the mission, which are these. And by collecting them for completing the OPs, these are rewards. You then have access to the place on Deimos, which is the cathedral. But to me, it would have been best if they gave you access to navigation to the Dark Refractory from the cathedral as well, rather than just from your navigation. So I always thought that was kind of weird. So it makes sense because through all their other syndicates, there was always a way to do a bounty from said syndicate. But here, because this is something a little different, they decide to go with, hey, you know what? We're just going to allow you to get access from navigation itself. So that's what this is. So, see, this is weird. I keep thinking to myself, this is strange. Every damn time I put on this freaking Visage ink, it disappears. I put it on my face and it's on, it's checked. You don't need to reset anything or reset the default. I was thinking maybe if I did reset it to default, something will work out. But if I reset to default, well, this is what it did by resetting it to default. It gave me a random character face by putting it to default. By randomizing it and giving me shit that I didn't want to. So, this is weird, man. To me, it's weird. You know what I mean? By setting it to default of my character that I create, set the entire design of the character to default as well. Hair, makeup, what he was wearing on his face, even the skin color. I guess it's fine though. I don't mind. It's not that bad. But now I'm going to put the Visage ink again on him and see what happens. Let's see what happens when I do Visage ink once again. Put it here. There you go. We'll leave it like that. I don't like that hair, man. Like, what's up with that shit? Default complexion. Sure, that's fine. Body type. Bulky. Medium. Doesn't really matter. So the default for this character here was the girl in the trailers here. So he's supposed to have the same hair as her, I guess. It's whatever. Matarai. No. How about no makeup at all? Yeah, this is the one I had on. That's Zenuric. Damn, Zenuric looked like the most combat ready one. Freaking thinking Kratos. Kratos one would work, but then put some damn lipstick on him. Like, give me a break, man. This is like some Horizon Forbidden West face paint stuff. Just kind of cool. Braided earpiece. Yeah, I didn't ask for that. Oh shit. Wait a minute. Letty's hairstyle. Like, I think it's called a ducktail, man. Why didn't they just call it a ducktail? Yeah. That don't work. Alright. Well, I guess with my boy's temples here, it's fine. I still don't get it, the whole visage thing though. Why it keeps disappearing. Every time I turn it on and turn it off, it just decides to abandon ship. They really need to fix that. Yeah, I'll go with this dude's here. I don't mind red. Actually, Uh, well, it's not really red. It's more like maroon or maroon red. Or grayish maroon. Anything that has too much red in it is not my cup of tea, man. Like the only time some red hair is a good thing is if you know if you are die hard for red hairs, like you're really into red hair, or if you were born with red hair. Like if you ever see red hair on people who aren't redheaded people, it looks weird, man. So I don't mind the people who are die hard for just rocking red hair, but for those who don't really care for it, just experimenting with it is freaking weird, dude. Where's yeah, wait, no. Oh, there we go. Where was he before? Was here. Yeah, a little blue with the... And that looks pretty good. A little variation in there. Wish there was an eye. There should have been an eye right on top of him right here. Alright, enough of this. Let's just start this mission. Alright, so the biggest mistake is didn't see this. It was standing right in front of me the whole damn time. Oh yeah, and when I was doing the old piece mission, I could summon other people. You can summon other people to help you in the old piece mission. You could do that. I had it on single player the whole time. Solo or invite only. So I'm going to do that right now and play this. So, but you see what I mean? Like, what the hell is this? He literally had the bandana on the last one, and now all of a sudden the bandana is gone, and the little visage is gone as well. Let me check that again, man. That's really weirding me out. And that's another thing too. It says I set it to height to 3, and now I'll set it to 4. Maybe I'll set it to 5. Turn this on, turn it off, default it to here. I'll put it to 4 again. I'll leave it like that. I don't like that whole lipstick thing, man. Oh, this shit ain't working. Eyebrows. Yeah. Primary. Change, can I... Okay, so you can't move it up and down. You can only... What the hell? Okay, so... Yeah, you can't do anything with it. It's stationed here. It cannot be moved up and down. That sucks. I'll take this one. Looks like. Can I change the color? Yeah, I'll change it to black. Looks blue and black. Alright, so that's that. I want it to be full black. It doesn't want me to make it full black. Huh, that's strange. That's black. Look at my character, man. Yeah, he's refusing to make the whole thing black. Son of a bitch, man. Whatever. Alright, Descendia time. Yeah, see? It just disappears again. The Vicious ink, I don't know what the hell's going on. So, there are two things. There's the Pretor Rebellion and the Descendia. So you could choose which one you're going to do. So, today I'm going to start the Descendia as part of the OP's update. And tomorrow, I'll probably start the Pretor Rebellion. And since Descendia is more like descending to levels and fighting, there's not going to really be that much of a story there. So, we'll see. Sanctum. I'll just do it from here. So the Pretor Rebellion allows you to use the operator, but Descendia, you have to use the drifter. Okay. Rewards reset in 20 hours and 50 minutes. Respawn. Let's go. Since I need to see what this is like. Is this a co-op thing or is this an individual thing? We're gonna go Steel Path or we're gonna go normal. We'll see how Steel Path goes.
Quaint of Upright to make his devices picky. My veins flow too richly with strain. Yours do not. A simple vintage. Go on then.
Alchemy. Tinkering with forces they clearly did not understand. What unholy project sealed this onto your psyche, Ruth?
people to control.
War? And what is that odor? Ruth, is this your true form? What could this even possibly represent?
Oh, yes, that was a fact.
What is that horrible smell? Devil, is that you?
relish tension, but I recommend staying out of the light. Trust me.
Dear sweet giant cat, lead us swiftly to the heart of corruption. Bonjour, bonjour. Peace. What little I can grant in this dreary place. Come. Soul's light has not abandoned you yet, and neither have I. We fight on. Be in your heart.
Such machines. What empty scars they must leave in their wake. But without them, no progress is to be made. the sinner amongst them.
More and more and more. See them all. Count them if you dare to try. Every bullet, every corpse, every live spectre. This is the song of war.
Lua, guide us.
Yeah, Revenant was like made for this. You control so many people.
Bloodshed, trusting that which I see. I may be to blame for this one.
Whoever gave life to this beast thinks themselves equal to the luminaries. Please, I ask you, undo this blasphemy.
There you are. Does this idleness solve a problem? Enter. Rest.
The only dangers here are imagined ones, though you are the expert of such things, are you not?
I fear we have strayed into Roth's adolescence.
Was a little boy smashing his toys.
A massacre of targets that do not fight back? Familiar. The only problem is narrowing it down.
You're all my slaves. Bend to my will. Will be done tomorrow.